Hi everyone, very warm greeting and friendly hello from me Tahale. We see each other again in our series. Now it's the end of June, the weather is really hot, but I think that there's another hotter topic, job applications. Currently, thousands of students already finished their study at universities and going to graduate very soon, this month or next month. And of course, they are going to attend some interview in export-import field. But not everyone is confident with their skill, especially for interview skill. That's why I'm here to make this video to help you, to share with you some tips that will help you confidence with interviews. Our topic today is topic number 2, export sales interviews. In this video sample, I will list out 8 most frequently asked questions by the interviewer, and I will show you how I answer if I were you.
My name is Quyên, and today I will play a role of interviewer, and I will help you to understand some simple questions for international sales. So let's get started. For the first question, can you introduce a little bit by yourself?
Well, first of all, I would like to say warm thanks to all of you here for giving me a chance to come in here and joining the interview today. Let me introduce myself first. My full name is Lê Thanh Ha. You can call me Ha. I am 22 years old. I am a fresh graduate from Vietnam Universities of Commerce. I major in international trade. After 4 years studying at my universities, I was trained and was educated the knowledge of export-import. And now this is my time. I really want to start working in the practical environment. Luckily, I got the information on the internet and I applied for job assistance. It's very glad to see you here.
So, can you tell me where you want to work in export and import field? Okay.
Yes, it's very interesting questions. Firstly, I myself find that the export-import field is very interesting and promising. That can help me improve myself and develop my career. Especially after Vietnam had participated in many free trade areas, I mean the FTA. I think that the career opportunity in this field become clearer and clearer. Moreover, as I mentioned in my CV, you can see I major in international trade business. I really want to work in an export-import company that directly related to my faculty. That's my educated field. I think that there's always difficult starting for any field, but I have full passion and I can say that I really love this field. I can try best to succeed in this field.
So do you think how many necessary steps to export our product overseas?
Thanks for your questions. For salesman, I must be clear with what I sell and how I sell my products overseas. For example, before exporting, I must be clear whether my products can be exported freely without any limits, or it can be exported but under control of any ministry, or it is banned, cannot export. I think that the export process is the same to every product that have some differences for the legalization, also the custom policies. I think that there are 8 steps, standard steps for exporting my products overseas. We can follow a standard step as below. Step number 1, search for overseas customer and send offer. Step number 2, send sample if any, if my customer required. Step number 3, negotiation and price countering. Step number 4, sign the contract, the sales contract. Step number 5, wait until my buyer open international payments. Step number 6, production, loading and custom clearance. Step number 7, preparation for my shipping documents. And the final step, step number 8, receiving payments and fulfill the document to submit to my sales department and custom and accountant department.
Okay, it seems so very detailed answer from you, and in case you can become our sales representative, for the first step, do you think how you can find the overseas customers?
For sure, the customers are very important because they themselves pay your salary and bring the benefit to your company. As I study and I research, I think that I can have some channel, both offline and online channels, to look for my international customer, my overseas clients. For example, I can list out as follow. I can use the B2B website, for example, Alibaba.com, EC21.com, Chutkey.com, and other. I think that's hundreds of other websites B2B. I can use the social network, for example, Facebook, LinkedIn, Tumblr. I can create an account and join some group that related to my selling products, and I can make friends with other people. I can join some international fair exhibitions to look for the customer. I mean that this is the traditional channel, but it's also useful until now. I can use other channel, for example, the smartphone applications. Now the customer use the application a lot. For example, Viber, WhatsApp, WeChat, Line, Tango, others. I can get some contacts from the introduction of my friends, of my partner, but it's not too much. And finally, I think that you can have some special source based on your personal relationship.
Okay, so what necessary knowledge for an export sale to succeed in his job? You can share with me some ideas from you.
Personally, I think that for every position, for every field, it takes a lot of time to experience and to achieve enough knowledge. Especially for an export sales staff, the requirements are highly strict. In order to work well and effectively in these positions, I think that I must have the basic knowledge of the export-import procedures and policy. The domestic and international transportation, I mean that's the logistics. The international payments, I mean that payment terms and payment methods. I must be clear with the custom policy, custom procedures such as circular, VNAS, VCs, and ACUS. I must have the knowledge of export-import documents, and finally, must be good at transaction and negotiation skills as well.
So do you have any skill to fit the international sales positions?
For me, if I want to move further in this position, I think that I must have some soft skill and hard skill as well. For hard skills, I think that I'm quite good at Microsoft Office. For example, the Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook. I can use basic Photoshop, Corel, and of course the social networks such as Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter. Regarding the soft skills, I think that, and as the people said, that I'm quite good at communication skills, the persuasion skill, and negotiation skill as well. 100%, I think that I must be good at English skill as well. That's my advantages.
So I will give you one more question. Can you tell me about your strengths and weaknesses?
Regarding my strengths, many people say that I'm quite careful person. Also, I think that I'm quite open-minded, friendly, and extrovert. Besides, I think I have high sense of responsibilities. I can work well under high pressure, and I can learn fast. I think I'm eager to learn, and I'm a fast learner. Besides, during my university time, with my part-time job and also the project I attended, I think I have the ability and skill to work independently and also in perfect teamwork. For my weakness, and of course you see, as I am a newly graduated student, I still have a big shortage of experience. Also, sometimes I think that I am quite perfectionist person. That's why sometimes I make the decision slowly and maybe the opportunities will pass. I think that I can try best to fix this bad point.
For the final question, what is your expected salary?
I fully understand that it takes at least 3 months or 6 months for me to get familiar with the new environment, the job requirements, and can adapt to new company. I think that's also assessment. His income depends on the performance. I mean that the sales turnover. Even now, I have no experience. I have the shortage of knowledge, but with my best try and also with your support, with your training, I think that I can work well. My expected salaries will be around, I think, 5 to 7 million Vietnam dollars. That will help me cover my own cost here, the living cost, and can focus 100% on my ability to contribute to your company. And I think that, of course, after probation time, you will evaluate correctly my ability and can increase the salary upon my performance. So I think that above 8 questions are the most frequently asked by the interviewer. I hope that you can be clear with this and can apply just the sample to your interview. I have many things else to introduce and to share with you in the next video, especially for the sales logistics. Are you ready to follow me? If you find this useful for you, please like, comment, share, and follow me in next videos. Thanks for watching. Goodbye from Mr. Hale.